All right, so this is going to be lab 8-3. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so I have this pulled up. I went ahead and made a copy of it and loaded it into my personal Google Drive. So I went ahead and populated this with what you said to, and mine is popping up as 0. So I'm not sure why. So I'm just going to use the companies listed in the textbook. So maybe, I don't know, maybe mine's because this doesn't have Tesla, so maybe mine is referring to just the textbook symbols. So I don't know, but I'm just going to compare. I'll do Walmart to Target to Kroger just for purpose of the lab. Hopefully that works. I think it is. Okay, so there's Walmart, Target. I think I typed in Kroger wrong. Okay. Here we go. I'm not sure if my screen was sharing earlier, but again, I tried to type in the Tesla, all of the things that you typed in, but mine was not populating. So I am using this retail section from the textbook, comparing Walmart to Target to Kroger. Kroger's also not populating. What the heck? Okay. I guess we'll try a different one. I'll just do Mark and Mark. Okay, that one works. Okay, so again, not using Tesla and Ford and General Motors just because mine was not populating. So I'm instead using Walmart, Target, and then MRK to compare. Okay, so we have our balance sheet info. We have our income statement info, and then we have tabs. Okay, so it looks like, so Walmart's our primary company that we're using. Okay, so it looks like MRK has the highest current ratio as well as quick ratio compared to Walmart and Target. And basically, you typically want a higher current ratio. You want it as close to the industry average as possible. So, but you don't want it under the industry average. So I would say MRK is probably the most successful here in terms of current ratios. Target and Walmart is, they fall below that average. And then as for the quick ratio, looks like the average is all the way at 0.38. So again, Target and Walmart are falling below that industry average, which is not ideal. So again, MRK would be the top company when comparing these ratios. Okay, again, we have a debt to equity ratio. A higher debt to equity ratio is more risky. So we're looking for, we want a lower debt to equity ratio. So it looks like Walmart is on target with that. Target is a little bit higher. and then MRK is in the middle. So Walmart is, that is a desired debt to equity ratio, just because it's the lowest one. But ideally, you do want a low debt to equity ratio. Just because if you have a high one, it means you're usually financing through borrowing, which to investors just looks risky. Okay, and then we have more comparisons here. Specifically, we can look at profitability. Okay, so it looks like MRK has the higher percentages here. Looks like the trend looks like it's going down, except for this one here. Looks like it's going up. So again, MRK has the higher ratios. For these, that is more desirable. You want a higher return on your assets. You want a higher return on your equity, et cetera, et cetera. So in terms of profitability, it looks like MRK would be the top runner on that one. Okay, so we have some turnovers here, average days in inventory. Ooh. Okay, so that's not too good. You want to lower inventory turnover. Looks like Walmart, Target are on track there. Pretty similar there. Extremely high receivable turnover here by Walmart. As you can see, the trends here are all over the place. Okay, and then we have our summary here. This basically just summarizes all the financial ratios. And as an auditor, we can look at this and we're able to make a pretty good, a reasonable expectation or guess on how the company is doing based on their data. So yeah, like liquidity ratios, ability to pay short-term debts, financing ratios, ability to pay long-term debts. So these are all very important to a company's success and something that investors take into consideration. Okay, so that is Lab 8-3, which is basically just comparing company by company, comparing their financial statement data and seeing which company, based on that data, looks to be the most successful, the most profitable, and the one that's most desirable for investors. Again, I could not use Tesla for some reason, so I used Walmart, Target, and then American Co. So yeah, I'll go ahead and stop sharing. And that concludes Lab 8-3. Thank you so much.